So Live.Give.Save, I'm the founder and CEO of Live.Give.Save. It is a mobile platform that engages the consumer's spending so that they can save for their future and give to others in need without changing their lifestyle. And we do it through micropayments. Well, my journey started in Africa in 1995, where I was introduced to the concept of microfinance and the transformative power that it has on not just the human spirit and experience, but in transforming whole communities and societies. And so what I was looking at here was like, how can that happen when these micro entrepreneurs actually are spending, they're getting loans, micro loans, and they're making micro payments with interest, and they're actually paying back 99%. It was pretty fascinating. At that time, I was working for marketing the nation's largest credit card portfolio when I was seeing something that was interesting, this big trajectory of spending that was going on. But I also saw something else. There was an inner conflict that was going on, a selfishness versus selflessness. I know that I should be saving more for my future. I know that I could be giving more to the charities that I care about, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't happening. So fast forward 22 years later, and not a lot really has changed. 1 in 3 Americans have saved nothing at all for retirement, and it can be upwards of 80% depending upon age, gender, or ethnicity. 42% of millennials haven't started saving anything at all. And statistics show us too that there's 62% or more of the population that haven't saved enough for a car repair. Then you look at 2 in 3 Americans think that giving regularly is important. And that's a good thing, but yet only 45% give no, or 45% give no money at all. So we see this perfect storm that's happening. If we're not taking care of ourselves and our future, and we're not supporting the organizations that are taking care of others, what's going to happen 30 years from now? And that's what inspired really the idea of creating this simple solution, an easy to use app that allows you to live the life that you choose in the way that you want, to give to the causes that you care about, and to save for a secure future in a very simple way. And so the app is super simple. Here's how it works. You download the app, then you connect to your banks that you have your checking, your savings, and your credit card. And then you identify the charity that you want to choose from a database of over 1.5 million that are accredited nonprofits through the IRS. And then you say, how much do I want to tip or tax myself for each purchase I make? So there, instead of rounding up, it's really applying a percent. Think about it. You go to, let's say you go out to dinner, and you look at the menu and you're going to purchase something, and you see what the price is. But at the end of the evening, you get the bill and you pay something more because of the taxes and gratuity that are applied to it. So we think the same thing. Why not tip and tax ourselves, and we wouldn't know the difference? Other thing about our app, I would say too, is that we integrate social media into it. So the piece of the nonprofit comes to you saying what's going on, how the impact of your giving is contributing to a better world and a better future for others. So the competition, there's many in this space in fintech. You look at Acorn, Stash, there's Digit, and then of course Mint. Well, if you think about it, Acorns uses your roundup, your spare change, to put money into a mutual fund. Stash puts it into an ETF. Digit, they have an algorithm that determines how much to take out of your checking account and put it into your savings account. And then Mint, of course, uses your spending to determine your budget. None of them are actually looking at your full financial equation. They're only looking at pieces of it. We pull it all together. We are the only app that allows you to look at both your savings and your giving in your full financial picture. Our revenue model consists of 4 primary revenue streams: transaction fees, advertising, licensing, and subscription. So our transaction fees really come from the transactions between your giving. So we do take a fee, a 10% fee, from the transactions that are occurring between yourself and your charity. Now you get 100% tax deduction, and we take 10% for enabling that engagement to occur. The nonprofit does nothing to earn that additional revenue that they're getting from you, from that gift. Advertising is really advertising, in-app advertising, from education and information that'll be presented. Think Nerd Wallet, where ads from affiliates will be embedded within the copy and the information that you see, and we'll get referrals, and we'll also get commissions from that. Licensing is for white labeling our product to other institutions like financial institutions, nonprofits, employers for employee engagement, and then universities with their students. And then the subscription fee is really looking at premium subscriptions, and you would get more opportunities for engagement and higher level products. And then we're looking at other revenue channels that we're still looking at and assessing, but our current model says that we'll have 4 million users by year 5 and 239 million in revenue at that time. We have an awesome team. My background is in banking, marketing, and philanthropy over the last 30 years. I have individuals from credit card, MasterCard, global payments, also that works in IP and patent, a former CIO from American Express, Thrivent, and Ing. And then people representative, our chief architect is from NIT Technologies, and he has vast experience in fintech and also with data management. So we're currently looking at a corporate convertible note of 300,000, which we're almost halfway. We've raised almost half of that so far. That's bridging us to our 1.5 million Series A round. The use of funds is primarily to complete our beta and then to add features to bring us to full product by April 2nd. Our convertible note has an interest rate of 10% and then a discount of 30% and a minimum of 10,000. That is Live.Give.Save. I welcome and look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Susan, great job. I guess my first question is, what's the current stage? You talked about growing your beta, I think, a slide or two ago, but tell me more about what the current stage and state of the technology is. Is it in anyone's hands actively being used yet?
Thank you for that question. Yes, we're in a controlled beta with over 100 testers right now. We're working with our strategic partners, Red Wing Shoe Company here in Red Wing, the Red Wing Credit Union, and the Red Wing Y. We decided to do a controlled data with strategic partners to see how the integration works. So we have a pretty dynamic integration, and it's been going very, very well. We're seeing how individuals are looking at the engagement with their finances, and all of a sudden they're seeing their savings grow and their giving growing, and we're doing it where they can see how collectively we're raising money for the YMCA. Now what we're looking at is we're learning in their use, and also some research that we got from the University of Minnesota. We're taking that and we're looking at identifying and then prioritizing the features that we want added to the full product. So it's a very measured type of rollout, and we were hoping that we would engage a strategic partner to roll out at the Super Bowl here in Minnesota, but we did not get that strategic partner, so now we're taking it out to April 2nd is when our final product will be delivered.
Awesome. What technology platforms will you go live on April 2nd?
So the technology platform, so it'll be available on the App Store and Google Play.
Got it.
And then also our strategy is to go through our go-to-market strategy is through like-minded organizations and corporations. So we're in conversations with a number of financial institutions that are looking for mobile technology to engage millennials. So we have 3 target audiences: millennials, boomer women, and Hispanics. And all of them are on an upward trajectory of spending. All of them are very social in their engagement, and all of them are very community-minded. So we see that the millennials first will introduce the product to their boomer mothers, aunties, the people that they work with, trusted people that will introduce them to new technologies, and then we'll go after the Hispanic market after that.
Okay. What will the use of the funds be? Primarily just getting that technology live into the beta, or?
Yes, right now it'll be for the refinement of the piece, continuing to develop out that technology. We're also hiring a CFO, and then to really build out the operations. Our patent, we have a patent pending. We have 2 trademarks. Also in the legal aspect of it, funds will support that, as well as marketing and branding, furthering that, and social digital strategy.
How did you partner with the potential to donate into up to 1.5 million different not-for-profits? Was that one strategic relationship that brought the vast majority of those to the table? How did that work? Because that's a big and impressive number.
Yes, our technology team, I'm so proud of them. They brought this third-party platform to us, and it has been an amazing partnership with them. It's called Org Hunter and Make My Donation. And so what they do, they just focus on looking at those 1.5 million and making sure that they're valid, the nonprofits are valid, and then we'll continue to develop one-on-one relationships with nonprofits to bring in more meaningful, relevant, timely data and information to express the impact of the donor's gift.
And so, like, what has that been thus far with the Y that you've been working with as your first beta customer? How has that been going for them, and what are they using the funds for?
Oh, the Y has been fantastic. The funds are sending kids to camp. So every $250 that's raised, it sends a new kid to camp. And so we're sending one now. That's the first one. And so we've collected $250 from all of the people that are spaving. So our company name is Live.Give.Save, and then our product name is Spave. Every time you spend, you save for yourself
Awesome.
and for others.
Thanks, Susan, and great job.
Thanks, Graham.